One and all, hope you're doing well. We had a little bit of an issue with the robot, but I fixed the issue. It was simply because I didn't press the start button. So I was setting it all up last night. I was quite tired, but at least we know the fix. It's just it simply didn't. It was in like not in a state of triggering trades. I need to click the button to say start. All right, it was actually waiting for me to press the start button. So we missed out on two trades overnight, but that's fine, and it should be okay now. Right, so that being said, let's look at gold. Now, gold is making a sell, but it's a risky sell because we're below 50%. So this is going to be a decent resistance. Where you're going to put your stop, I'm not really sure because you wouldn't really want it that wide. You could probably put it up here, but there'll probably be a SLC here probably. You could probably wait for a break of 2010, and then perhaps, I'm not sure where you would put your stop, maybe here. Quite wide, a $13 stop on a 2010 break. It's even that's quite wide on the micro lot, but it probably should hold. This should hold up here. Got a double resistance, so it's quite tricky to say. 2010, you'd want to be then coming down to test the lows there. So you could be looking for maybe like a 1R trade, 2020 stop, 2000 TP, enter 2010. Alright, so it's not that great. But it is making a sell, but they are just slightly going sideways now. So what you want to see is this line to continue higher, then it'll push price down. So we might just be a little bit choppy in between, that box and that low. So S&P was making buy, and so we're probably going to pump. All right, so don't forget we had that flag, and we had a channel break, which probably can draw a line. I did say I was going to tidy these lines up, but I didn't get around to it. You get the idea, right? See, there's a equidistant channel here, pump, and then we made another channel, pump, and it looks like we made like a harmonic here. Can you see there's like an M? M's are usually quite bullish. Okay, so we'll have to wait and see. So it is a buy already, but it's more of a buy over time. So the dynamic is agreeing with the static. So probably going to pump. And there's lots of bearish stuff on Twitter as well. It's worth noting. US 30. And they're just making buy just 43.21, 43.59. So we did get the crossover. You want the SSI line to be lower than the moving average, and that's therefore the buy. You look at those numerical values, and if they continue to sell it, that will come. All right, so looking fairly bullish. I have to wait and see. And don't forget, they did start going long last week, and they got really punished. So if they start going long again, we'll probably see price fall. So currently they're selling it, so we can come up. And DAX. And then I feel a bit silly about that robot, but at least we know the fix. It was glaringly obvious when you look at it. It says I had to click the start button. All right, so I just have to remember to do that on Friday. Now, the thing is, DAX, we had a really healthy respect of this block. Multiple respects. This was the stop run, which Andre in Discord, he was saying that this was a stop run. Look at that pump. And we had another respect of it. So we had, I think, 9 or 10 respects of this box. So technically pretty good. And the trouble is they're going long. So we've got to be a bit careful. It's a risky sell because we are a buy at the big picture. They're very much very skewed. And so we're going to have to contend with this box, which is what I showed you in Discord. And this is going to be a bit tricky to overcome, I think, because they're going long. We've got a big resistance zone. This is a punishment zone. They went long, so price fell, and they went short here on this box. I think round about there. We're going to be basically probably between these two boxes. All right. So they sold it, price pumped. And they went long, so price fell. So we're going to probably do that, and we're going to be a bit sandwiched. I'll be surprised if we go above that, but we can potentially. But that doesn't help the situation if they're going long, because there has to be someone to counter the other side of that trade. So I guess that's it. We'll wrap up now, and then I'll report back later with the testing. And going forward, I have to make sure I press the start button before I go to bed on Sunday, and so it's all ready to to fire off trades over Asia, and we'll just have to see how we go. So fingers crossed, and we've got a slightly wider stop than we had on Friday, just to accommodate some naughtiness. But I realised that we might not have to widen the stop, but we'll just have to keep testing, won't we? And I'll speak to you guys soon.